What does Biafra mean?
It means freedom, liberty, fairness, equity, and justice.
If you are attending a Yoruba church, you should be ashamed of yourself. Anybody attending a Pentecostal church with a Yoruba pastor is an idiot, a complete fool, an imbecile. I have no time for them. They are worse than Boko Haram. They are very, very foolish. If your pastor is Yoruba, you are not fit to be a human being.
Today, the 20th of November 2025, Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to life imprisonment. I know a lot of you will be asking questions. Who is Nnamdi Kanu? What did he do to deserve this? What is his mission? What is he all about? And what is the history? Well, this video is going to give you an insight of how all this came about. In 1960, Nigeria gained its independence. A new nation was born, but not all the group feel included. In the southeast, the Igbo people already felt left out. Politically, they felt they were not always elected. Economically, there was no development happening in their area, and culturally, they were just feeling left out. Little did they know that these tensions would echo decades later in the form of one man, Nnamdi Kanu. 7 years after the independence, the eastern region of Nigeria, led by Ojukwu, declared independence as Biafra. The Nigerian government refused to accept it, and this led to a very brutal civil war. Millions of people died, especially civilians, from starvation and conflict. 3 years later, Biafra surrendered and the war stopped. They rejoined Nigeria, but the scars and the sense of injustice remained. Fast forward to the year 2000, Nnamdi Kanu rises as a leader of IPOB. So in clear terms, Ojukwu had declared Biafra and Nigerian government said no. The war started. After 3 years, the Biafran gave up and then rejoined Nigeria, and the war stopped and everybody continued with their life. Coming into the year 20s, Nnamdi Kanu rises and says, I am coming to be the leader of IPOB, the Indigenous People of Biafra. And according to him, his mission was to revive the dream of an independent Biafra.
But in practical terms, what does Biafra mean?
Confederation.
Have you had a change of mind, therefore, about getting an independent Biafra? Because that's what I seem to be hearing.
No, I've not changed my mind, no. An independent Biafra means going back to where we were before the white man came.
Okay, so you're not talking about a federation. You're talking about total independence.
Absolutely.
I warned you and I told you, you may disregard the extension for Biafra and tag it as nothing. But I'm warning you today, if you continue, the wrath of God will be upon you. If you don't allow we Biafrans to go, that zoological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia. And today it is happening.
Now, that was a threat to Nigerian government. Again, this thing wants to happen again. So they started to put eye wherever Nnamdi Kanu is and in everything he's doing. Through Radio Biafra and social media, Nnamdi Kanu speaks to millions, highlighting what he sees as ongoing injustice against the Igbo people. He started gaining momentum, he started gaining traction, he was building, people were gathering, people were joining him into that vision. They saw him as a leader. He became their symbol of pride, resistance, and identity. They really loved it. But the government didn't turn an eye. Nigerian government, seeing that this thing might get out of hand, decided to arrest Nnamdi Kanu in 2015. They arrested him for treasonable felony, which means he wants to break Nigeria apart.
Is there anything that can happen that will make you change your mind about this particular direction?
No.
So it is either Biafra or nothing else.
Or death, yes.
Or death.
That's correct.
If push comes to shove,
Yes.
will you go to war?
No, because truth is a far more potent and deadlier weapon than bullets and mortars.
So no war. You've ruled out the...
Absolutely, I don't want to war. No war.
He was granted bail in 2017 and then he disappeared for over 3 years. But even in the course of his disappearance, people of Biafra continued their rallies, their strikes, protests, keeping the Biafra dream alive even without his physical presence. His message spread further throughout online channels, making him a household name in the southeast.
When I say Biafra order, then I'll keep pushing. Either I am alive, I die in the process, I won't stop.
3 years after his disappearance, he appeared again, but this time in the United Kingdom. He was in London, still broadcasting about IPOB and instilling it in a lot of people. It was really going global at this point. In 2021, Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in Kenya and he was brought back to Nigeria to face his charges again. So apparently, they arrested him earlier in 2017 and he went back and started doing the same thing that he was arrested for. He was facing 3 serious charges. Number 1, treason, which means he wants to break Nigerian apart. Number 2, terrorism. So they are saying that, oh, it's like it's you that is sponsoring all these terrorists to be killing people. And number 3, illegal possession of weapons. Apparently, you are supplying all these weapons to these people. It is you that is doing all these things. Now, you may ask, why is Nnamdi Kanu so popular? Why does he have such loyal support? The answer is simple. Nnamdi Kanu speaks to history and identity. He reminds the Igbo people of the past injustice. He celebrates their culture, and he positions himself as a leader willing to stand up to a government many people feel has ignored them. So even if you disagree with him, his influence is actually undeniable. Through him, a lot of things was already falling into shape. They already have their own Biafra money, they have Biafra flag, they have their coat of arms. They were already building a country of their dream. Now, why does the Nigerian government fear him? Why don't they allow him to just do his thing? Well, to Nigerian government, Nnamdi Kanu is not just an activist. Many groups that are activists push for reforms within Nigeria. But for Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB mission, they want out completely. His message challenges the country's unity, it sparks protests, and sometimes it clashes with the security forces. That is why he's treated differently. Is Nnamdi Kanu married? Does he have children? Of course, he is married to Uchechi Kanu and they have 2 boys. She is currently in the UK with her children, and she's also a strong activist, just like her husband, hoping to have Biafra one day. Like her husband, they are both UK citizens, and she has been pushing the UK government to intervene in the release of his husband. But unfortunately, today the 20th of November 2025, Nnamdi Kanu has been charged to life imprisonment. He said it himself that it's either Biafra or he die fighting for Biafra. He was never going to stop. His story is still unfolding. He's a man at the center of conflict rooted in history, identity, and politics. To his supporters, he's a hero, but to critics, especially Nigerian government, he is danger. As long as the wounds of Biafra remain in the hearts of the Southeast, his voice and the dream he represents will not be ignored. Now that you know the full story, let me know what you think about this man in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Always come back because we tell interesting stories and take you back to where you never imagined. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.
What type of country do we want? Sit down, discuss, agree. I can begin to perhaps submit. It is way too late. They've killed too many people. They've ruined too many lives. They've wasted too many souls. How do we bring those people back?
I've heard people say these are very valid arguments, and that these are things that are to do with bad governance. So the average Biafran, to use your phrase, or Igbo man in the Igbo, facing poverty much in the same way that the average guy in Yobe state is facing poverty. And so these are issues of governance. You don't agree with that?
I agree completely.
Okay. So if that is it, why isn't the agitation about tackling the problem, which is ensuring good governance, perhaps starting from locally? Because part of the allegations against you is that you don't confront your political leaders in the East, and you'd like to blame Abuja for everything.
Because the way I would want to solve a problem is not how a Fulani man would want to solve it.
You really believe this is an ethnic thing, and the approach is different?
No, the approach is different. No, it's not ethnic. It is more to do with value system.
Right.
The way you may want to solve a problem could be markedly different from how I do mine.
What is the geographical makeup of Biafra, as far as you are concerned? This Biafra that you want. So, for example, if we're doing a referendum, where will that referendum take place? Is it only the 5?
No.
It's okay.
It's which is River State, Bayelsa, Delta, Anambra, Imo, Enugu, Ebonyi, Cross River,
Akwa Ibom?
and Akwa Ibom, of course. Yes.
Right.
Those are the coasters. Basically,
Bayelsa?
Yes, Southeast and South without Edo State.
Without Edo State.
That's correct. And then including Igede, Idoma.
Right, the Benues. So the Igalas and part of the Kogi state, right?
I do not believe in peaceful actualization or whatever rubbish is called. And the killing of people to disintegrate the zoo shouldn't come to anybody as a surprise. Our promise is very simple. Somalia will look like a paradise compared to what will happen to that zoo. It is a promise, it is a pledge, and it's also a threat to them. There will be nothing living in that very zoo they call Nigeria. Nothing will survive there, I can assure you.
Which law says you can tell me an unwritten law? Show me, you cannot show me, and you're a judge. You can't be a judge. You don't know law. You don't know law. Nonsense. Where is the family address? Where is it? Which law gave you the right to go to the family address? Which law gave you the right?
Nonsense. You go take a Chinese. You want to take a place and drive with me. You want to. Okay, I'm what is happening here? What are you doing 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 here? Don't touch me. Don't push me. I'm telling you, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm warning you, don't touch me. I'm warning you, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I said, don't touch me. Don't. Smart people. You don't know law. Show me where it says I'm on my right. Show me the law. Show me the law. Show me the law. No. I'm nothing new. You're writing rubbish. Show me the law. One address. I'll see the thing. You say you're not for them.